Hello. Welcome to another episode of Shoot This Shit. Today is April 1st.
Why do you sound like
Weather
this?
outside.
Yeah, I was about to say, why do you sound...
My pool, breezy.
Current topside temperature, 98 degrees.
Let me finish. I don't know about that. Anyway, hello, welcome to a podcast. Enjoy your ear holes being filled with our soothing voices.
Yes.
I'm waiting to be introduced in all my glory and grandeur
Now,
and splendidness.
for top billing, we have Obsolete 2003.
Yo.
Ring Leader.
Yes.
I myself is Nicholas Zombies. And that's about it. Now,
I will drop off the
First
fucking
up.
thing. I will leave. I will leave if I'm not gonna get shown the respect that I deserve.
it sounds like the podcast is about to get better, folks.
Oh god damn.
All right.
Since
I
he
believe
fails
some
in his
voices,
first actual
espionage,
no
It's not a failure. It's not a failure.
you have to get it right.
ladies.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the one, the
Oh,
only,
no.
Rocket
no,
Blast
no,
and
no,
Longer
no.
Length,
That's
Speed,
doing
never.
wrong.
It's a new year. We don't
It's-
hear this. It's a pandemic.
It's a
going-
timeless thing.
Pandemic.
I'm about to mute you.
Ugh.
You, yeah.
I'm Espionage DB7.
It's mutiny.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's up?
Anyways. It is a lovely. What is it? Wednesday?
It is April 1st, and I didn't pull any pranks, and I'm ashamed of myself. At least at the time of filming, this is April 1st, so I estimate this will be uploaded by April 26th or so.
It's gonna be May.
Shut up! It's not that bad.
And
Anyway, how you guys doing?
so, functional.
Good. There's a bunny on my island. He won't go away.
What?
Hmm.
Oh, well, fucking kill it and harvest it for meat.
I can't.
Animal Crossing.
New Horizons. Yeah,
So?
the bunny event started.
If the animal
Everything's
crosses
an
you,
egg.
if the animal crosses you, you kill it. Isn't that the purpose of the game? Isn't that why they call it Animal Crossing? Because the animals cross you?
I
So,
don't know what you complain.
well, Nicholas, you know what? For somebody who's completely new to Animal Crossing, why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience? Because I have never played a single Animal Crossing game. I really don't know what it is, so enlighten me. Enlighten us.
Do you hate the mundane? Do you hate the everyday grind of life? Do you hate waking up in the morning, seeing your job that you must go to provide? But what if that was fucking adorable? It could be in Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Wow.
So that's basically it.
You're
It's
basically
life,
like the
but
leader,
fucking
right?
Adorable.
Life, but
Uh,
fucking adorable.
Can be. Yeah. You can be. You form what you want. Form an island. Form friendships.
I've heard you can be like a dictator type person.
You can. There's cages. You can cage your animals.
Are you serious?
Well, there's like bars you can make and create cages. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Are you a benevolent leader?
I'm building bridges. Literally and figuratively.
He is a citizen, not the president of that island.
Oh, so you're not the leader. I thought you were like the leader of the place, and you shape it to your
I'm trying to make a
will.
lovely place to live. Unlike the world we live in.
It's Nook that is quote unquote the leader because he basically owns everything and just charges you for rent or mortgage or
Look.
whatever.
People have been shitting on Nook for years. It is a no-interest loan that you pay at your leisure. He is a great man.
So has the coronavirus visited your island?
No, but we do have a...
You have a what? You broke up there. Did we lose him? Mayday. I'm losing your transmission. I think we've lost him. Am I the only one that can't hear him? Or am I the one having trouble? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, my connection weirded out. Anyways,
Oh, that was weird.
I didn't hear
As I
anything.
said,
Sorry.
the, the travel ban has not reached New Horizons. Dodo Air is still going strong.
Dodo hair still going strong. So, good game.
It's a great game.
You should do. You know what? You should do a review for it. I think that'd be great.
I have no idea how to record, so this be a still screenshot of my soothing voice.
I can do. I'll tell you what. I can do the editing. Just talk about it. I'll edit it. I would love to see that. I think that'd be a great boon for the channel. Just you don't have to be fucking long. Just a quick, maybe 15-20 minute review. Just talking about different aspects of it: the soundtrack, the game design, gameplay. You know.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see what Mr. Coffee says.
Mr. Coffee is the conscience of this channel.
Yeah.
If he says,
you know where this channel should go. Coffee we trust.
in coffee we trust. Oh, Ring, I saw that you started Doom Eternal. How's that going for you?
Yeah. It's very rough. I know I'm less than halfway through the storyline. Yeah, I'm playing on ultra violence mode, which if it was Doom 2016, that would be considered nightmare mode in that game. So it's very, 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 very death intensive on my part.
My freaking first night, you played for close to 4 hours.
I tell everybody, when I'm into something, I get into something. I don't decommit at all.
As a man playing Animal Crossing, 4 hours seems like nothing.
I don't have that kind of attention span. I just don't.
I play Stellaris for 8 to 12 hours a day.
What the fuck,
That
man?
makes sense.
8 to 12?
Yeah.
That's more than a workday shift. For 12, that's more than a workday shift.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope you get up to freaking use the restroom and get a snack and shit. And
That's what adult
course,
diapers are for.
or you like Cartman, where you just like, Mom, Hot Pocket, Hot Pocket.
I fucking love that episode.
I cannot do 2 hours max. Honestly, I just don't have the attention span. I have a very well, I don't want to say short attention span because I think I can definitely commit to something, but I cannot stay focused on one thing more than a maximum of 4 hour period. I really can't. Like my
I
mind
can vouch for that.
And it shows.
my mind just wanders. Okay, it does. I can't.
That's why it takes 2 weeks to edit it.
Hey, come on, man. At least I do the editing, okay? And it's freaking YouTube and the copyright strikes that were being jerks. But I hope everybody is staying safe amid this.
That also
Correct.
explains why you don't watch the videos. I send you something, I'm like, I didn't watch it. Like
Hey,
2 days later.
if it's
Then-
any-
then hold on. If I said it again, you're like, I didn't watch it, even though it's something that interests me and something that would get me, because I just don't have the
If
time
it's-
to watch a 2-minute video.
If it's any consolation,
Yeah.
Mike sends me about 100 videos a week, and I watch maybe 2 or 3 of them. And Obs, I think he just knows me well enough that he doesn't ever send me anything, just because he knows that.
I'm gonna stop saying you stuff. My feelings get hurt every time you ignore what I say.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. That it's not just you that I ignore
You
the
hurt
video.
my feelings.
What?
Like, what
I-
you got?
You hurt my feelings, you bastard, just because you don't pay attention to what I offer.
Listen. I'm gonna literally let you know. You know how I watch movies? In 10-minute increments, about 10-15. I'll watch a movie. Oh, okay, I'll pause it there, and I'll come and start doing Photoshop, or I'll come and
You know
start
what?
playing a game.
I am
And-
still hurt by your actions, sir.
Fine, be heard. I don't care. I'm not. This is. I was telling him, this is just how I am. I mean, it's just because the hyper intelligence that I possess just makes it. In,
The intelligence doesn't
I don't
mean
know about
anything if
that.
you don't have the ability to focus on anything, sir.
it's because my mind is just set on such a rapid fire intake on computation of knowledge that I cannot dedicate my.
Bullshittery spills out.
It took a while. It's like a
I'm-
bullshit and a rant all together.
I'm just saying that's the reason why. I mean, like I said, don't feel bad because I ignore everybody's videos. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'll get to it eventually, and then I just don't. That's how I am. And it's not just that. Sometimes like I get text messages from people and I won't respond for like 2 weeks. I'm weird. Okay, I'm not a normal person.
Weird. Crazy.
But anyway, you guys want to hear a rant? I have something to rant
Alright.
about.
Oh
Alright.
yeah. I remember you
There's
said
something I want to talk about. A couple of
Either
things.
way, folks.
There's a couple things, but I'll leave it to you guys if you got topics. But I definitely have something that I want to
How
get
long's
off my
this
chest.
rank gonna be? Sounds
I
like
know.
you have a whole like.
Are we even gonna do rounds of that? Because
He's
right
the
now,
one
all
who,
this here
he's the
is
one who
going
said we
on
had
and on.
30-minute time limit. I don't think we're gonna make it.
Yeah, so he knows ahead.
I am not gonna sit here and spout off for half an
about
hour.
the rants.
I am.
He's ranting
20 minutes before we
about
get to the
the
subject.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna sit here and spout off for half an hour. There's
What are you
something
doing
I
right
want.
now?
I'm opening the floor to
Told you,
anybody
2
else.
hour
I'm
podcast.
basically,
No, you're just talking about the subject. We were waiting here.
I'm
For
just
the past
preparing.
15, 20 minutes, I feel like, I'm gonna talk about something. We're gonna do shit this.
All right, fine. There's something I want to talk about. Now, I want to say this first and foremost.
Yeah.
If I offend anybody with what I say,
What's about to happen?
I-
disclaimer.
I apologize in advance. These are
The
my
only way I
so-
could get offended is by you. It's
Not-
not the videos I send you.
well.
It's about to beat us up. Like a
These views are solely from espionage DB says.
Yes.
Do not.
Reflect the views
channel.
of. This
do
is
not
strictly
represent
this is
obsolete,
strictly
but
my
not
opinion.
regulators' views.
I have a strong opinion. Stop sending me videos. Oh, that's Val that sent the video. Anyway, my opinion. This is strictly my opinion. Now, who the fuck keeps messaging me? God damn it.
Can't even get his opinion out.
God damn, there, I fucking muted everything. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't. My intention is not to
Your mic's a little
offend.
too close.
Is not to offend anybody. My intention is only to express my own view. But I have to say, what ring? What ring?
What's happening?
If you were in the chat, you would know, man. You would know.
At any rate, I'm just gonna say this. People need to learn the freaking difference between faith and religion. There's a few topics that we do not talk about on this channel. Politics is one of the major ones. Other than that, I had said that we're not gonna really talk about religion and stuff like that, but I feel like I have to bring this shit up. I am sick and tired of the confusion between faith and religion. I will say that I see myself as a very spiritual person. I have a very profound belief in God. I have not been to church since the time.
Sorry, that wasn't to you. That was the beetle that I lost. There's a beetle on a stump that was new, and I was like, oh, I didn't notice. Well, fuck, I lost it. Anyway, as you were.
I was about to say that I haven't been to mass since Obbs's
The
brother's.
coronavirus?
Well, obviously since before that, but since Obbs's brother's wedding. And I love it. I love going to church. I just, with my work schedule and stuff like that, I haven't really had the time. But this whole coronavirus thing, first of all, has really brought out the fucking psycho in people, especially religious nuts.
Yeah.
It's fucking bonkers, okay?
Don't
First
worry
of all-
about it. God will take care of it.
Exactly,
All
okay.
about him.
Yes, that's one of the things. And then evangelicals, man, I cannot stand evangelicals and televangelists. These are just the greediest motherfuckers of all time. First of all, there's a coronavirus, there's a pandemic that's spreading across the country, and they want people to pile into their churches. And don't worry, we got machines that will shoot the sneezes out of the air like some goddamn fucking X-wing laser-guided projectile system. But yet, when freaking Joel Osteen, during the hurricanes, that people wanted shelter, and he had more than enough room in his damn megachurch to open it up. Does he open it? No. Get out of here. Get lost. This is my megachurch. He finally did after getting pressured, but then and only then. But why does he want people now? Because they can open up their wallets, right? And give more and more and more. It's like I cannot stand evangelicals, televangelists. They are no closer to God than your normal average person. These are just people that have the gift of gab, that have been able to proclaim themselves some sort of righteous, holier than thou people, spiritual pillars of the community that can rake in the cash by just fooling dim-witted people into giving them money. And they are disgusting. Now, I've seen throughout this coronavirus, I've seen them selling miracle cures, silver solution, freaking telling people, regardless of how you get your donations to the church, to bring it in. There was this one guy, I don't remember his name, he's just a freaking shit stain though. He's like, just telling people, if you can't bring your money to the church, email it in, or send it by text, or whatever the hell he thinks that, however the internet works. But it's sickening. They are taking just complete, they're taking advantage of the situation, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
It's not only that, but it's also risking their health. Some a Florida pastor, preacher, what have you, I don't know, he got locked up just the other day because he still held congregation, defied the law, saying no public gatherings. And it's like, nope, everyone can still come to church. And so yeah.
I'm gonna add to this here. The ones, the organizations that are practicing all the correct measures in place, to stop the spread as much as they can, are the traditionalists, the ones that don't belong to the super churches and stuff like that. Your corner congregations, or stuff that's in the neighborhood. The actual clergy that are that follow either Catholic or Baptist, whatever. I have heard stories where the priest, father, whatever, whoever's in the hot church right there, are practicing social distancing as much as they can.
Yes.
And they also understand that this isn't a threat that would be banished away by this as a demon. No. The church as a whole has known about bacteria for quite a long time. Because remember, the first scientists that brought about modern research of DNA and stuff like that were actual clergy. The fathers and the holy men.
Right.
Because they were enlightened, they were educated men because they had access to books, and they're the ones who figured out how DNA first came about, and they're the ones who also got into other chemistry and stuff like that. So they want if anyone should be aware of how this works, to some extent, they'll be the ones who knew about it first before anybody else in history. Or at least we discovered it before things happened. But what I'm trying to say is that the traditional church groups have maintained a more competent style of doing it. I remember seeing the video in Italy where there was a priest who was blessing all the prophets because there are people who died that had already passed. Mm-hmm. But he knew he didn't get close to them, so he did them from a distance. But he did them all at massive time because the families could not be there because of what was going on.
Right.
But even then, he kept his distance because he knew that he had a job to do, but he had to keep himself healthy.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right, which is why, like, my ire goes out to the televangelists and those the evangelicals, because they're the ones that they don't care about the people. They literally just care about the donation, about exploiting, what they can. Because if it was really about helping people, I mean, what have you seen about these guys? Send your donations. What was that one reverend? You guys remember that reverend from a few years ago who needed to buy a... I don't know if he was a reverend, pastor, whatever. I don't know the title. But he was like, you need to send your money because we can't fly with the demons. Like, he said they needed a private jet.
At least they're not unitologists.
Eviltologists?
Unitologists.
I don't even know what a unitologist is. I know a Scientologist. Oh, well, I haven't played Dead Space yet.
You have not?
No. I have the first two, I just haven't played them yet.
You really should. Even now, with the way even though the game is an older game, it still holds quite well.
I've heard it's a good game.
It is. I beat all three.
Short attention span, remember?
Yeah, I know.
Unless it's a Half-Life game.
Well, I mean... Well, at any rate, so...
You're talking about the dude who ignored Black Mesa for over, 8 years, and just finally got around to doing it because
I've played Black Mesa, I just hadn't played the Zen levels.
Focus. Back on task.
Yes.
20 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 minutes.
I just want to... I have a few things... I have a few things that I just want to get out about this topic here. So that's the first one. evangelicals and televangelists. The second is the stupidity of the people who follow these cult-like leaders. Because first of all, there is a mindset amongst these people that nothing can happen to me because God will protect me. So I'm going to pile into one of these churches because I have the protection of God while I'm here, so I'm not going to get sick. And yes, faith is a wonderful thing. I am, concerned about the whole coronavirus thing, but I, again, being a spiritual person, I put myself in God's hands, and I'm like, Lord, protect me. And I live safely. I use hand sanitizer. Go out only when I need to for essentials like groceries and stuff. I've been staying home. I've been avoiding contact to the outside and stuff like that. So I'm trying to live my life safe. But at the same time, it's like no matter what I do, I'm never going to be 100% protected. So for the rest, I have to leave myself in the hands of God or luck or the fates or whatever it is that you believe in. Now, these people that have this mindset that, I'm protected because while I'm here, God's protecting me. Yes, but don't forget, God says, I help those who help themselves. Example, if I go for a walk and I see a fucking cliff, I'm not going to walk off the cliff and say God is going to catch me because I have faith. And, I'm not Indiana Jones taking that leap of faith. I don't think any person in their right mind, well, I say in their right mind because I'm sure there are people that have thought like that. But, you're still going to take responsible measures to make sure that Darwinism is not going to catch up with you and fucking kill you. Because of the fact that, again, God says, I help those who help themselves. And I don't know what the hell is wrong with this mindset that I can be a stupid idiot as long as, I believe in God. God's going to protect me and no harm will come to me. I mean, that's a great mindset to have if you've already taken the measures to protect yourself, but not if you're just being an idiot. Like I said, I'm not gonna go jump off a cliff or run into a fire saying that God's gonna help me. Now, if it came to where I have a family member inside of a burning building, fire department isn't here yet, and there's no other choice, then I'll say, God protect me. I would hope that I have enough chivalry in my heart to be able to make that choice to run into the burning building to try to help. And again, that's one of those situations where you have no choice. But I'm not going to walk into a burning building for the fun of it because I have, what do they call it, the armor of God. I mean, it's lunacy. It's absolute lunacy. And yeah, I have one more point to make. I have one more on this topic because this shit has been pissing me off.
There'll be a PowerPoint slide inserted into this.
Yeah.
So first one is evangelists and televangelists and evangelicals. Second one is the stupidity of people who think that they're going to be protected. The third one is the stupidity of people who try to force their religions on others. Now, again, I am friends with people who are agnostic, people who are atheists, and they're some of the best people I know. I believe in my heart that if somebody leads a good, honest life, helps their fellow man, is kind to one another, helps when they can, I do not believe that that God, whoever or whatever he may be, is going to look down on this person and say, you know what, you've been a great person, but you're going to hell because you don't believe in me. Maybe this person just was not raised to believe in God. Maybe they just decided to take a different path. I really don't see. But I don't know. I mean, I really don't see God casting somebody down into the depths of hell for just not believing, but being a good person their whole life. That to me doesn't make sense. But there are these other people that, the power of Christ, Jesus, they raise the Bible above their heads and go marching through the streets, pouting or shouting on the word of God and this and that and the other. You have faith, that's fine, that's great. I don't even mind the Jehovah's Witnesses.
On that note, I will say this though. They say that the second coming or whatever is coming and stuff like that, and it's already here technically, blah blah blah. The extremists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't God say though He would not be unleashing additional plagues and shit already, like thousands of years ago?
That's
Doesn't that
that's something that I've heard as well. Supposedly after the Great Flood, and I haven't really read the Bible. I've read excerpts.
The 10 plagues.
But
Those are 10 plagues.
after something, he basically said, yeah, that he would never destroy the world again or unleash his wrath on the earth again. And basically, any wrath that is unleashed is, the force of man or the hand of man. I have heard that. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I haven't read the Bible from cover to cover. I've read excerpts. I'm familiar with certain passages, but I haven't read the Bible from cover to cover. But I'm sick of like people who there are these people that have this thing that they say, like, have you found Jesus Christ? Because I'm trying to save your immortal soul. I'm going to heaven. I've been saved. I hate the term I've been saved. How do you know? How do you know? Did God come to you and tell you? If so, maybe it's not God. Maybe it's schizophrenia.
It also may be that people are thinking they're saved so that we can live their life without guilt.
Exactly.
The thing is, your life still counts until the day you die.
Exactly, yes. I don't believe anybody can say, I've been saved, because we don't know. In a fit of anger one day, you might just lash out and kill somebody, one of the worst sins imaginable.
And you would not be saved.
Exactly. But at the same time, I do believe that if somebody even committing the worst sin, if they are repentant enough, if they have enough remorse in their soul, they might actually be worthy of salvation. So it is, for those who believe, it is a sin. It is an absolute sin to believe that we can even fathom the machinations of the Almighty. That, is me. So people that say, I have been saved and I'm trying to save your immortal soul. Okay, what did God came down, he told you? You FaceTime with him or something? I just hate that. I saw a video recently of these idiots. There's a group of religious nuts that were going to hospitals and blasting gospel music super loud over loudspeakers. You've got patients in there in pain or trying to rest or recuperate. You've got doctors and nurses that are overworked and trying their best to take care of people. You think that they want to be listening and they're just holding their hands up. You do not need to do that. You can say your prayers. You can wish your blessings from the comfort of your own home, because for those who don't think that God is able to receive that message, then I'm afraid you don't have the faith that you think you have. You can be in a little corner of your room and pray, and it's not going to be heard any louder or any less loud than somebody who's in one of those mega churches. Because if you believe in God the way you say you do, He is the Almighty. He can hear you no matter where you are. So these people just need to stop with their religious nuttery.
I shout the loudest because I am the most faithful. People who are less faithful, who shout less than me, are total heathens. They are not worthy and stuff like that.
That's the mindset. Yes, that's.
I like being a godless heathen.
that's the mindset. So that's what I wanted to get out, because in the wake of this whole coronavirus thing, like I said, I've seen videos of just money-grabbing televangelists. I've seen videos of mega churches congregating despite common sense. I saw the video of these people playing gospel music to the hospital on full blast, where they're not doing any good. All they're doing is perturbing the patients and the medical workers, and I'm like, it just needs to stop. These people are not helping. They are not the true representation of what a good Christian should be. Far from it. So that's my piece. That's what I've been wanting to get out all week, and I feel that I've expelled it. I have exercised my demon. I have exercised.
Over. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week, folks.
That's just rants.
That is as corner of the day for this episode.
I mean,
if y'all have feedback
box.
about the episode or what he said, you may post in the comments. We always, however, though, love you all.
Are we really ending it there?
No, we're not. No, please.
Well, that's. I need to rest now.
My planet needs me.
Anybody have any
Is there
counterpoints?
any video game news?
Well, come on. Nick. I mean, Ring actually had discussed. Don't you have any points of views to share on what I just said? I mean,
Again, I am kind of a godless heathen.
Well, tell me what you think about. I mean, even if you are, like I said, some of my
What, snake oil salesmen? Yeah, they fucking suck. You don't have to be religious to be a snake oil salesman, but everyone is.
Obs. Any intelligent retort?
I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've said my piece. I yield the floor.
Yes. Was yielded?
So
How
China
do
needs to be
mail
kicked off the
thing
face
do?
of the earth.
What? What did you just say?
So I just read some news today, which is very disturbing.
Yes.
So people in China, or in Chinese patients, are not necessarily with coronavirus, were eating raw centipedes,
Okay.
and centipedes were carrying some sort of life-threatening parasite in them.
Oh God, coronavirus, the revenge.
God knows what the Chinese were eating the fucking centipedes for. Because the Chinese, the
parasites
mainland
is-
Chinese.
Ring, watch your
Something's
words
a bit
carefully,
much.
please. We don't want to.
Mainland.
After the man who just
Yeah.
talked about God for 30 minutes.
Okay, well at least have the decency to say that your
We're gonna-
opinions do
gotta
not.
insert the new disclaimer.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
I feel like half
I
this
think-
episode is gonna be bleeps and bloops.
I think.
Ring-
It's gonna be Animal Crossing noises.
I think my
covering
previous
up everything.
episodes will show that my opinions are my opinions. But anyway,
There. Okay, fine.
So-
There.
no, this is a picture reporting though that the Chinese on the mainland were eating raw centipedes that you're not supposed to eat because those are poisonous creatures to begin with, but that they're actually had obtained a life-threatening parasite from them that was in danger of killing them. And my thought process is the Chinese as a whole, and this is actual fact, that a large part of the Chinese are extremely traditional, and they will eat a lot of fucking things because they heard it from their parents or from their neighbor across the street or whatever, or in the apartment next door, because they think that medicine, that creature, if you eat it, will cure them with various diseases. Hell, they think that eating or ingesting rhino horn will fix their ability
Libido.
to perform in bed. Yeah, and it's
I really
it's
look forward to the Animal
absurd.
Crossing noises.
That's another thing. Holistic medicine. Now this needs to be. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
It probably does, because I think that because of such practices that many creatures on the planet have
This is
gone
what
extinct
happens when we're in a
because
quarantine.
of this. Yeah.
We're
This is what
losing our
happens when they
fucking
cancel
mind.
E3. They have no video game news.
But
Well-
anyway,
That's what you get, folks.
Well,
so what I'm trying to say is, on top of the stupidity of eating the creature in the first place, that creatures out there have actually gone extinct because of such behavior, such belief, that there is no scientific proof that eating an insect or a part of a rhino or the balls of a hippopotamus or whatever the fuck it is. 'cause they
My
do this-
God.
people do this.
It's
People
impossible to
fucking
boil.
do this. They'll eat anything because they were told that it was to do this without any actual proof that it was. And it makes me a bit upset that whole species are being wiped out just because of this single mindset.
that is terrible. That is fucking terrible. And yeah, you actually make a very good point, because not just that, but that is another thing. People that believe in like holistic remedies and stuff. And again, I'm not somebody who completely disregards that. I think there are certain herbal remedies that can help as supplements. You take, something like chamomile tea to help you relax, but you're not gonna take it in the place of like, of if you suffer from mania or fucking split personality disorder or something, you're not going to take that in place of medication. It's something that might help soothe you, might help calm you down. There are a number of other things, ginger root and turmeric and other stuff that has different effects. It can help regulate your blood pressure, regulate your blood sugar, help,
Speaking of mania, WrestleMania's this weekend.
Really?
Already?
I think so. Isn't it? Is it this weekend or next?
I have no idea.
Time is lost on meaning, so I know it has to be soon.
Yeah.
Is
Time has
everyone
been a
looking
flat
forward?
circle.
Yes, is everyone looking forward to the No Crowd Mania?
No. I really am not,
Well-
actually.
Did you know that behind every no is another no? Because no
What?
one's looking forward to that. It's gonna be terrible.
The one match that was supposed to be Goldberg, which I really don't like,
Fuck
and then Roman
that.
Reigns, who I don't like either.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm
Who
very
the
happy
fuck
Roman
wants to see?
pulled out. Good for
Yeah,
him.
Roman Reigns pulled out.
Why?
He suffered from cancer, so he has a immune system that's
Ah.
called.
Compromise.
Yeah, he has a weakened immune
Compromised.
system, so
Yeah,
he's not
compromised.
going to take any chances. So he pulled out. So
Good for him.
Who's Goldberg
Good for him.
fighting?
I don't know, whatever.
Goldberg's gonna stand in the middle of the ring and just spear himself.
I
Yeah.
hope. You know what? I hope they do. I hope they actually pump in audience sound effects.
Honestly,
Because-
what they should do, I don't know who Brock's supposed to be fighting, but they should have Brock versus Goldberg again. Because it can't be as bad as the first time.
Yeah.
There's actually no crowd.
Well, I kind of wondered cause yeah, what about they always try to have these WrestleMania moments, right? So what about a special fucking Drew Carey returns to WWE or some shit?
Yeah,
And
no
then,
one's traveling. No one's traveling right now.
Well-
Don't they do like the WWE Hall of Fame like the day before? Or
They do. I don't think that's gonna happen. It's gonna be like video chat. I have no idea.
video chat.
This thing has ruined everything.
Dude, you know what would have been a badass WrestleMania? If they all just fucking stay home and play like WWE 2K20 and just their own
should've.
respective
That
characters.
shit game.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
the
it's
game. They should've-
terrible.
No, they should have
It's
played
fucking broken as hell, but still.
Just bring it.
Dude, no, but
Just try to avoid not using Chris Benoit.
no, but that's actually
Speaking
fucking.
of Christopher Benoit,
Hang on.
did anyone
Hold
see
on.
Dark Side of the Ring?
Oh.
You had your time, and you talked about God. Anyone see Dark Side of the Ring? 'Cause that was amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Which
it's,
one?
it's on YouTube. It's called Dark Side of the Ring. Vice is doing it. They did a whole 2 episodes on Chris Benoit.
Link in the description below.
Sure. And leading to his horrible, horrible thing that we do not talk about. Anyway, he murdered his family. It's in the documentary. But yeah, it's great.
The
And
New
as a child,
Jack. The
I
New
used to
Jack one was
love
real
Chris
interesting.
Benoit. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't check out New Jack yet. How's that?
It was real interesting. I liked it. I
Yeah.
knew he stabbed a guy. I didn't know he stabbed 2 guys. The fucking mass transit guy and then that other one, the old man.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Uh,
Well, he cut
New
one
Jack
guy.
Crazy.
Like, what do you say? Like, if they ever make a movie of his life, how do they want it to end? It's like, I want to just be a guy there in a wheelchair, just snorting coke.
Yeah. But it's a pretty good show. It's the second season, but the 2-parter for the Chris Benoit one was
I-
pretty touching.
I choked up and
It
actually
fucking
cried a
hurt.
couple times. Yes, Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yeah, I was like having my eyes watered the whole thing.
Dude, I did not
used to
know.
love Benoit.
I used to love them
child.
both, but I did not know that Eddie passed away in Chavo's arms. I just learned that, and that broke me. I mean, that just broke me down. Ring, are you a wrestling fan at all? Just out of curiosity.
I used to watch it like back in the late '90s. You know,
The Attitude Era. Everybody watched it back then.
I occasionally, it wasn't my deal, but I did, particularly enjoy the Mankind segments and Stone Cold, and that was really
Yeah.
it.
That's cool.
I do remember hearing about who fell from the route. It was Chris Benoit, right?
No, you're thinking about Owen Hart.
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart, yeah. I
There's
remember
gonna
that-
be an episode.
that- I remember
Is
that, and
Yeah.
It's
I remember,
weird
I
getting
remember
excited
that
about
happening
tragedy.
at that time, and I was like, oh, wow, that's what happened there.
Are you familiar with
Yeah.
Chris Benoit and what he did and who he is?
Yes.
You have to be. It's like fucking the dark side of the internet took that and like, oh, we're using this.
Yeah, I remember who he is.
You
The
saw
dark side of the
quarantine-
internet?
You saw the quarantine memes?
No, I did not.
2 weeks alone with my family? What could go wrong? It's Benoit and his family.
Oh, that's just terrible.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Nothing
yeah.
is sacred.
That's so terrible. You have to link it to me.
It's so terrible, let me see.
That's just that's fucked up. But no, what I was gonna say that I actually think this would be an interesting idea if they did this. If they did WrestleMania in quarantine from each of the wrestlers' houses, and they actually did play 2K20, and just fucking see how shit of a game it is. Now that would be freaking amazing. Like, can you imagine that? Like each of the characters playing as their own characters, and then there's like a fucking glitch where the rope starts flying all over the place, or the fucking character's torso breaks and is all contorted and shit. I mean, that would be amazing. And I just can imagine the reaction, like, man, what the fuck game is this? Like actually seeing WWE's own fucking shit cash grab product televised for the world and just seeing how bad it is. That would be just legendary. I mean, it's like just champion right there. That's just beautiful. But anyway, yes, the Christmas, that was tragic, but the New Jack one was pretty good too. Obs, did you see the New Jack one?
Yeah, I saw it in Jack one. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Dude, he is fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like, man, dude, you don't fuck with New Jack. Like, who was the wrestler that he pulled down off of the balcony? And he told him, like, we're gonna jump, and he said no, and he said no, fuck you, we're jumping, and he dragged him down, and then he landed on top of him. Who was that other wrestler?
I forgot his name, but that was a big boy. He was no small guy.
And he landed on top of him and broke his rib or something, right?
That
And
was
the
a good boy.
well, the fucked up thing is because of the fact that the other wrestler didn't really go along with what they were supposed to do. They had a rematch where they climbed up into basically the rafters, and New Jack was gonna throw him onto a stack, a fucking pillar of tables. But you remember what New Jack said? He goes, I wasn't aiming for the tables. I wanted him to hit the floor. Which, if he had hit the floor, he would have fucking died. They were basically about 3-4 stories up. So he threw him, and he hit the table. But you could tell that he barely hit the tables. But he was aiming to throw him outside, like to basically fucking kill him.
This was after he tasered him.
Yeah, that's
Tasered him.
yes. This guy is nuts, man.
Yeah, New Jack.
New Jack City. Great movie, by the way. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's a real good movie.
I've never seen
New Jack City.
Has anyone
With
seen
Wesley
any
Snipes.
movies or watched any shows during the quarantine that they haven't?
I watched Outbreak.
How was that?
I shouldn't have watched it.
Why not?
I
All of it?
Yeah.
Is kind of, I think, a little bit more relevant right now.
Well,
Opposed to Outbreak.
I've always loved Outbreak. I haven't seen Contagion yet. I should watch it, but no, just the scene. It actually kind of got to me where I saw the scene with all the, all the sick people getting rushed into the hospital and the doctors just going nuts. Because my heart really, honestly, does go out to the doctors. And with that said, I actually want to say, to anybody out there who is a healthcare professional or even a grocery worker or anybody who's basically, on the front lines keeping our society going with some semblance of normality. Thank you for all the hard work that you do and everything that you've done. We do really appreciate it. And I
Hey,
think,
you're welcome, man.
hey, if you're one of them, yeah, thank you. What do you do? I don't even know.
I sell auto parts.
Hey,
What does he do?
people need auto parts, man. People
Yeah,
need.
I wish they fucking didn't.
I'm dead, Dimsdale, the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
What? I know what that's from, but why?
Oh, you know why.
You know why.
Anyway, thank you to you all of you who I'm sure have to put up. I got a
hazard pay.
I got an
Anyway.
anecdote.
Let's not get political.
No,
What
it's
was I
not.
gonna say? There was one more thing.
Okay.
Oh man, I had a tip of my tongue. Then you started talking.
I have the best things to say. I am the heart and soul of this podcast.
Are you?
It basically is the Espen Guests, is what it should be called.
Espen gas.
You remember when I used to have Esp's Corner ring back in
No.
TFC? You remember Esp's Corner?
Isn't that basically what you had like 20 minutes ago?
Well,
Basically, yeah.
exactly.
You just won't stop talking.
Except he didn't have it back then, that's for sure.
Oh yes, that's what I was gonna say. There's a giant Godzilla statue on my island.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard about that in Animal Cross.
Did you make it?
No, you buy it, but it breathes fire. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Obs? Any anecdotes,
No.
stories, gaming news?
Yes, the Contagion movie. That one's pretty relevant. And
Yeah.
one scene that always stands out to me is they're scouting for like gyms or auditoriums to be like basically a triage,
Mm-hmm.
and she's telling her counterpart who found said gymnasium, it's like, will this do? And she's like, yeah, this was perfect. And she's like, now go find me like 30 more of these. So it's like, oh shit. So that, but it's a good movie. It's out there. Check it out. But it's relevant to what's going on now.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I've been watching has been Westworld season 3.
How's that going?
It's pretty good. It's pretty much the start of the revolution for the rise of the machine, so to say. A different take on it.
Damn you, Skynet.
Didn't our mutual relative give us the option to watch that? Right? I can watch that, can't I?
Yes, you can.
Damn, I forgot about that. I gotta get on that. I liked Westworld. At least season 1. I never saw season 2.
Mutual relative.
It's pretty cool. I definitely say check it out when you get the chance.
I watched Attack on Titan.
How was it?
It was good. I only watched like season 1. And I was like, that's pretty cool. And then I fell off because it took like years to read to it all to come out.
Mm.
And that shit was pretty fucking good. I don't know if any of you know Attack on Titan.
I've heard of it. I have no idea what it is, though.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not on.
fucking first intro slaps.
It's an anime, right?
Yeah, it's an animation.
Isn't it like there's like this big giant like
There's a
jellyfish
bunch of
monster?
giant naked humanoid. things.
Giant naked.
It's true. Wild. Fucking look it up.
Well, I mean, it's just the way you
There's
say it.
giant naked humanoid things that eat humans.
Why?
Before you watch the show.
Why are they naked? Why can't they?
Why aren't they naked? Watch the show.
Why aren't we naked? Like we should all get naked right now.
You would like that.
This quarantine has not done you well.
Why do you say that? I mean, I was pretty. I'm very well balanced. I thought I made some very concise and well formulated points.
See, the fact that you thought you did shows that this quarantine has not done you well.
I didn't sound like unhinged or anything, did I? I mean, I thought it was very well put together.
It's gonna be fun to hear this back.
Well, you guys have been talking about what you watched. Other than Outbreak, I've been rewatching the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. I just recently saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2, so the next one on my list is Spider-Man Homecoming. But I've been enjoying that.
Was amazing.
It is. I love it.
Guardians one more. It hit me better. I don't know why.
They're both good.
Let's talk about some about that. Because Guardians of the Galaxy 2 left a big cliffhanger at the end of the credits.
The Adam Warlock. Yeah.
Yeah, Adam Warlock.
Well, there is a guard. There's been a few cliffhangers. I mean, let's not forget the leader from the Incredible Hulk who hasn't appeared.
Now, a lot of people think that Endgame was the end of the MCU, which of course is not. I mean, we just had Black Widow was about to come out.
It was for me. I think. Well, Spider-Man Far From Home.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, that
Spider-Man ain't doing it for me.
Yeah, Spider-Man Far From Home is the last as far as it's kind of like the
Thor. The next Thor is coming up along with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Thor's gonna retire too. They basically just needed to retire the Holy Trinity. Thor, Cap, and Iron Man. So now Thor.
Actually, I think that Downey Jr. is actually agreeing to do more movies.
Who is?
Robert
Downey Jr.
Roberto.
Well, comic book deaths don't mean shit. I mean.
They have time travel now. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah. And besides,
that's what I mean. Comic book deaths don't mean shit.
Loki is alive because he
You
died.
can watch it all on Disney Plus.
Well,
No
okay.
one's paying for it.
Does anybody know what the hell WandaVision's gonna be about, or what the
TV
premise?
show.
I know what it's a TV.
Wanda and the Vision are going to be up.
But what I mean is it a prequel? Is it in between?
Self-explanatory.
Is it in between Civil War and Infinity War? Is it an alternate
Watch the show. Enjoy television.
So here's what's coming up right now. Black Widow, which is of course to be announced because of ongoing things. The Eternals. I don't know what the hell that's about. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which is to be playing on the lore that was built by the first Iron Man. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Did you say the Legend of the Tangerines?
10 Rings.
Oh, I thought he said the Tangerines.
You're always mishearing one. Alright. Doctor
This is
Strange
true.
and the Multiverse of Madness. Thor, Love and Thunder, which
I don't know why I expected you to hear say Thor Love Actually.
and the next Spider-Man film, which will be not till 2021.
Isn't there Guardians 3 or aren't they calling it as Guardians of the Galaxy since Thor's with them now or
I don't know if
something?
that was real or not, but they should.
That was still up in the air. WandaVision, yeah, that's another one.
There's a Loki
Also,
series, Captain Falcon, Falcon, and
I am looking forward to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I am looking forward to that
Falcon
series.
Punch.
Hawkeye is in his own show.
really?
Yeah.
They gave fucking Hawkeye a show?
Yeah.
The way you say
We
that.
are desperate.
What if? I don't know what that's about though. I think that's.
Oh,
like
that's gonna be an animated show.
They're
That
gonna
one
give.
sounds fun.
They're gonna give.
Like the what if comments.
I would like to see a new Howard the Duck. I really would.
Oh, like what if I'm like, hey, what if this thing happened instead of this thing? Just to explore upon it a
Yeah.
bit. And it's to have the Watcher as someone who just watches the multiverse, just like just tunes in with it, or whatever. And I know I'm reading the task list here. It's basically the entirety of the entire MC task list will be in the show at one point or another.
Except for Captain America, he's gonna like fuck this. I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, he's out. You know, that's it.
He's old.
Jeff Goldblum is making a fucking return.
What he was no, not the collector. What was his character?
The
What did-
Grandmaster.
The Grandmaster. Some yeah.
Which, by the way,
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
I know that there were several Easter eggs in Ragnarok.
Speaking
Because-
of Easter eggs.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, nothing. He's just the fucking Easter eggs in
He
Animal
is that
Crossing
shit.
right now.
I know
Everything I
that-
talk about is Animal Crossing. I'm sorry, continue.
So I know that in Ragnarok there were several heroes that were shown as statues at his Tower of Power, wherever the fuck it was.
The Tower of Power. Oh yeah, the Tower of Power. Too sweet to be sour. The sky's the limit. I'm funky like a monkey. And space is the place. Yeah, dig it. Macho madness.
Anyways,
good.
so I'm excited about that because you know it touched on certain heroes that were not featured in the MCU. They probably should have, but it will be. You know,
I know
I
they
want Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Rebill, yeah.
yeah, that's one of them.
Horseface.
There was another one too. So that should be fun because if it's Grandmaster, you may see additional heroes then.
Yes.
I want Silver Surfer.
I got into an argument with a lady last week at a store.
About Silver Surfer?
No,
Is it about toilet paper?
sort of actually.
Strike an old woman.
No. So I
Heard
actually.
your first folks.
No, I did not. Did I said an argument, not physical altercation. Anyway, I got a little anecdote. I did not record this, so there's no footage of this because I, unlike most of the world now, don't whip my phone out as soon as there's something going on. But about a week ago, I went to the store to get some groceries, and it was early in the morning. And it was this lady trying to buy a fucking cart full of diapers. And she was in front of me. And she's standard Karen. Just fucking, they told her, limit 2 packs. The cashier, nice, timid little lady. She was like, I'm sorry, ma'am, but you can only buy 2 packs of diapers. And she's like, excuse me? You think that I am going, she just started going off saying like, that she needed her diapers and that she was going into quarantine and how dare you? I want to talk to your manager. This is ridiculous.
Tone it down.
Well, I'm into the role.
He's channeling his Karen.
Well, anyway, she just started going off.
Hair's in front of his face right now.
She just started going off on the cashier. So stupid me. I said, ma'am, it's not her fault. She didn't set the rule. It's so that everybody has enough. And she just turned her anger towards me. Like she's like, excuse me? And who the hell are you? No,
Was
who
this
the hell
Vicky
asked you?
Guerrero?
Basically, man, yeah, it was basically Vicky Guerrero. This is standard Karen. It was a fucking standard Karen. And she's like, yeah, she was.
Prototypical Karen.
Exactly. It was fucking. She turned to me and she asked me, and who the hell asked you? I don't remember asking you. This is none of your concern. I got kind of mad. I go, well, ma'am, the fact of the matter is you're getting mad at her. It's not her that sets the rules. As a matter of fact, if she lets you go with that, I'm sure she can get in trouble. So if you're...
Why are you yelling at us?
Why are you yelling at us, dude?
Why are you yelling at us?
Well, the basically,
Tell this story about yelling.
well, she started getting.
I'm just trying to play Animal
She
Crossing.
started getting all pissed, and then she got on the phone. She said, "That's it. I'm calling my husband." I was like, "Oh, great, here we go." I was like, "I do not need this guy to come, and we're gonna get into some sort of shit." And I was like, I don't want that. You know, I'm not a violent person. I ask Obbs. You know, I'm a gentle giant, right? Obbs, tell him.
No, you're not.
Yes, I
I
am.
heard he body slams people.
Why is Obbs
I-
silent?
I've known this man for many years, and I didn't tell you he is violent.
I do
Hey,
not. When do I get my?
Fake blood. See how mad he
I
got?
don't get.
Even at the
What?
thought of it.
Anyway,
It's just the tip of the iceberg.
Any-
You have no idea what he's into. He's
anyway,
Bit
eventually,
of the madness.
eventually the manager came, pulled her out of line. They started discussing it. I paid for my shit and I left. But it was like, ugh, these people are going crazy. It's
Yeah, people are going crazy.
and not me, but these other people. But yeah, so that's my anecdote.
That was an anecdote. I remember when this was going to be a 20-minute podcast.
I know.
That was
we're,
hilarious.
we're not anywhere near 20 minutes. I'm just
Huh?
saying.
That
Well,
was a hilarious joke.
I'm done. There, I've said my
I
piece.
I think you have a lack of understanding of what an anecdote is.
Well, that was my okay. That was my story. Fine, whatever.
And he says we're lying when he does rants.
I don't do rants. They're not rants. It's just me. It's a.
That was a rant. That was a rant.
So that was a rant.
Where did Obbs go?
He's hiding from in fear of your
You
voice
scared
and your
him.
influence.
You were yelling.
Because you, sir, are a monstrous beast.
I was standing up for the cashier. She was getting all. She was getting all
Again, why are you
intimidated.
There he
yelling?
goes. There he goes
You
with
know,
that, see?
that's-
Well,
There he goes.
I expected some support here. I thought you guys were gonna say like, "Good for you. You stood up
Good
for
for
this
you yelling at a
grocery."
woman.
No, I wasn't yelling.
Us.
I wasn't yelling. I was standing up for this poor worker who was just getting berated and belittled.
People who just want to entertain the masses.
No,
You
I
are yelling at us.
I wasn't yelling. I said very politely,
Aaron Crotch of race
very politely.
No, you're not.
I
I'm
was.
trying to play Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is my chill game. You're yelling.
I am very polite. I mean, everybody who knows me knows that I am like one of the most reserved, polite, just very level-headed person.
He's not. This guy down
The
there
lies he tells
sounding
you.
matches me about a factoid over at Obsolete's house.
Oh yeah, the dual screen versus the split screen thing.
Yeah.
Go, not this again.
Yeah. No. Anyways, on some gaming news,
Yeah.
they launched the specs for the new Xbox and the new PlayStation coming out.
Really?
Yeah, it was very boring, but it also sounds very interesting.
So I'm not gonna get to the details of what's what, but basically, I think the Xbox is gonna be more powerful than the PS5. The Xbox looks like a refrigerator.
What?
The picture looks kind of like a mini fridge.
What's it called?
Who?
The Xbox One? Xbox Series X?
Xbox console. Just look it up, and it
Series
kind of
X.
looks like a fridge.
Ah, that's terrible.
But then
That-
PS5 is gonna come out.
It's like a tower, kind of.
It looks like my modem.
Yeah,
So,
it's different.
Yeah, it's terrible. I don't like it. I have instant dislike of it.
but
Fine. I still haven't seen the PS5.
yeah, they haven't really quite showed what it's gonna look like. They kind of have talked about the controllers, but from what I saw correctly, the Xbox is more powerful. But I think so far right now, the PlayStation is potentially gonna have more games.
And it's also
Yes.
like PlayStation's more customizable.
Yeah, so
The- I know that Sony announced that pretty much almost every game will be reverse compatible, or PlayStation 4 will be reverse compatible with all those games.
I don't know if it was every game. I heard it was the top 200 or something,
yeah,
which sounds kind of bullshit. But I don't know about that. I feel like Sony's on top of the tower right now, and every time they're on top, they fuck it up in the next generation.
They also talked about their crossplay services, but that's a whole other mess.
I just want to play Dragon Ball with my friends on PC.
What about your friends who play other games on PC?
I do. This is my PlayStation.
Well, on
PlayStation can handle it.
well,
If they had crossplay on other games, I'd play them.
Sony is a shitbag about it, though.
Sony's a shitbag. Sony's a shitbag.
So
But there's talks because Sony has recently started to talk about that they might start making their exclusives available to PC.
that'd be cool. I want.
There's big rumors going on right now because the latest God of War game, they took off the little thing that the disclaimer says only on PlayStation.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of brouhaha saying is that a foreshadowing that God of War is going to be jumping to PC very shortly.
Didn't what's it called? Do that? Konami game? Or not Konami, Kojima.
Death Stranding.
Yeah, isn't Jeff Stranding on Steam now or
It
something?
was a timed exclusive for PlayStation.
Yeah, see, and that was supposed to be a Sony thing, but now
Exclusives are just a way to funnel players into a certain market just to boost hardware sales. That's it.
pretty much. Okay, Animal Crossing.
We need to.
I bought a Switch.
Still on gaming news for the channel. We are gonna. We're trying to definitely revive the channel. Obviously, we're trying to get back to shoot the shit. Since we haven't been able to convene, we're Fallback Friday is still on hiatus, an indefinite one.
I'm
But
in my secret underground bunker right now.
Ring, I actually would like to, because I have tuned into a few of your streams. I would like to see you continue and finish Doom Eternal. I think the three of us, Ring, Obs, and myself.
Will
Should-
Ring beat Doom Eternal before you beat Doom?
Well,
Yes. The
right-
answer is that yes.
Well, right now I've actually switched to Black Mesa, and I'm doing what I've called my impassioned playthrough. I actually, I recorded another part of that today. I have to do the editing on it a little bit, but I don't know if you guys saw what I was doing, something a little bit different with my Black Mesa playthrough than what I'm
I
used
watched
to.
a good chunk of that, but it was kind of long.
Well, anyway,
I'll
that's
probably get back to. I'll probably finish it.
that's
I liked it. I did like how it was going.
cool. Well, that's what I'm doing. I think the four of us really do need to finish Castle Crashers because that's a fun ass game. I think the three of us, until Nicholas can either get a better PC or something, should continue with the Division 2. As far as like the future of the channel for right now, and then whatever other games you want to play. But that's what I think we should do. I'm gonna finish my Black Mesa impassioned playthrough. Ring, I think you should finish Doom Eternal. The three of us.
I am going to finish Doom Eternal. I'm not you.
I'm just. Oh, for the love of. Okay, you have started games that you did not finish, so don't even give me that shit. Okay, I'm just saying. God damn. Why does everything I say have to hit a point of aggression? Why can I not just say?
Defensive.
Well, you make me
Feel the
defensive.
anger. I
Anyway,
just wanted to see the next Cuphead.
The
You can
three
see
of
the
us.
vein popping out. He's clenching his desktop right now.
Oh my god.
It's like there's something choking it, and it's like
My question is, when's the next Cuphead?
I have not heard any news of that sort, so I'm not sure.
Anyone?
Mm-mm.
Anyone? No, I mean the
We
next
could-
video.
We could do like a remote play, I guess. I don't know.
So,
But anyway,
okay,
yes. So
figure that out.
Division 2 for the three of us. Doom Eternal for Ring. Black Mesa for me. Castle Crashers for all four of us. That's
If I
what-
can figure it out, Animal Crossing eventually.
yes. So that's
And if I
the
can't-
immediate future of the channel.
And if I can't, eat Justin's genitals.
Fuck no, man. No. Shit. Just no.
Are we
God
gonna be
damn.
adorable, or are we gonna dicks on the shit?
You talk about veins popping out. That.
Like I'm trying to play Animal Crossing.
Well, get the
Yeah,
fuck
fine.
out. Get the genitals out of your head.
It's the duality of man.
No, it's not the dual. That's the perversion of man.
Duality.
Anyway, I've said my piece. My head hurts.
settle down.
Indeed.
Hope
I
you
think-
all enjoy WrestleMania.
I think we're
'cause most
done.
people won't.
Yes.
I feel like my blood pressure spiked on this recording.
With all that anger.
It's not anger. I mean, it's
Welcome to the dark side.
Dark side of Esp.
Yeah.
Dark side of the
Side
podcast.
of the moon.
Dark side
You-
of the mic.
you
There
guys
go.
really
got it.
disappointed me. I came to the rescue, or not the rescue, but like I was like
The
being
res-
nice. Not the rescue. I was being nice, standing up for somebody. And y'all shit on me. Like that's just fucked up. That's fucked up. That really is.
So, from your point of view, defending the cashier. Other point of view, that guy's just yelling at that lady.
I wasn't yelling. I don't yell. I don't yell at people.
You see, you're the villain in that lady's story too. So I was just trying to say I need diapers for my son, but then this big guy just yelled
I
at me
wasn't
saying,
like.
stop crossing that.
Oh god, this is gonna get me on the nice guys subreddit. Anyway,
He rode in his
That
shiny
soundbite.
armor.
I wasn't yelling.
I wasn't yelling at this, and then here he is screaming at the top of his lungs.
Obs, I got a question for you, for Obs. Are you still this supposed soundboard that you were putting together? According to Obs, he was putting together a soundboard of just me and my sound effects. Like, and I don't think he is. I don't believe him, but I'm kind of curious because he said he was.
I would love to have a soundboard. Oh my god, you could just record so much.
Well, like, what was
We
that?
have
You
entire podcast about
you
it.
said I was gonna start with that time the now you be good, Pinicio. You remember that one?
Yes.
You know what? You know what we could put in like every podcast if he wasn't here. It's not a rant, and then just a random. We just randomly string words he said together.
But are you putting that soundboard together? The fans want to know.
It's a work in progress.
You're not putting shit together. Anyway, who wants to see us out? Play us out, Knobs.
You
I feel
Got
like
to
we
check
had
out
something more. Is
What?
there anything else to talk about? Is that it? It has been
Uh,
quarantine. Lots of things have not happened.
yeah, there's no sports.
No sports. Barely sports entertainment.
Yes.
So on that note, we may be drying up on content for a while because there's just not as much going on. Though we may hear more complaining about the world from espionage.
What the fuck is this,
More
man?
than
It's
that.
like, why does it always go back to me? It's God damn. And you wonder why I'm always angry? It's because I am the butt of every joke. I am the fucking punchline of. I am the heel on every shoe. I am the doormat at every door. It's what the hell? This is why I have the anger or whatever. It's like.
Right now he's editing behind blue eyes. And
It's really
behind
the,
his rant.
it's the soundbite. I wasn't yelling.
It's live.
I wasn't yelling.
I love that.
Why?
Anyway, you may notice a drop of content for a while, so we may not be able to do this every week. But nonetheless, we do enjoy y'all listening to this podcast, despite some of the content, which may or may not, get us struck from YouTube. But anyways, we thank y'all for listening tonight. Here we have obviously 2003,
Yo,
and we have Nicholas Zombie,
Thanks for getting this far.
and we have the SNL7,
And-
the biggest ranter ever.
Hey, you know what, people, you need to start subscribing. Fuck, we try to put a lot of work into this. I mean, I have to do all the editing, and it's like, what? Our little fucking corner here on the internet where we got no. I mean, I've seen shit on YouTube. People there's millions of views on a fucking guy in bed for 8 hours a day, and that shit has millions of views with a fucking live thing, whereas we're
Anyway.
trying to put together good. I'm
Real
not
quick,
sick of being
real quick.
nice. I want. You didn't see my anger.
Real quick,
I,
you know what's funny? I saw some channels, I think it was Screen Rant or Cinema something, whatever. They did a live, let's watch of Night of the Living Dead.
we did that.
Yeah, they did it. They had like 4,000. They went like an hour ago.
We need to do that again. That was fun. When the quarantine
Same
ends.
movie?
When the quarantine ends on other movies. I wanted to
We
do.
can do it right
Santa-
now. We can do it with.
Why do we need wait till the quarantine ends?
I know.
Well,
we can watch a
fine,
movie
we
on
can-
the internet.
We can do it next week then. Fine. We'll do that.
Do it right now.
All right, next week then, so we can
Fine.
find something that we won't.
So
miss.
whenever this podcast comes out in May, look forward to that in June.
Maybe we can live stream it somehow. I don't know. Fuck, we'll interact with an audience. But yeah, I mean, come on, help us out. We really do work hard on this. We're trying to do original stuff, and I've seen just shit, just absolute shit out there that has millions of views, and it's crap. I mean, it's like I wouldn't even wipe my ass with that stuff. It's fucking.
So we're and on not now. I'll go ahead and leave us here because we don't need to disparage our viewers.
I'm not disparaging. I love the
if you
people
wanna
that
get
have subscribed.
intimidated or
I love
strong-
the people that have.
He's gonna make people unsubscribe.
No, I love
They
the
don't
people
wanna
that have
be loved.
subscribed.
Tell
Lost 20
that.
subscribers.
I'm just saying, come on, come on. Just
30.
hey, come on.
Now we're
Come
down
on.
to 40. Look what you've done. You've yelled at them all.
I didn't yell. I'm just saying, come on.
Yeah.
Well, we've tried being nice.
Yeah. You're yelling right now.
I'm not yelling. I don't yell. I'm
Yes,
tired.
you are. You're yelling at the top of your lungs.
I'm gonna lie down.
at the innocents, at the ones who give us our views, who are
I-
are amazing odds and family. But no, you had to go ahead and raise your volume.
I'm
Anyways,
so
to wrap this up
sorry,
before
Michael.
he does something else ridiculous. This is a Ring Leader 004, and y'all have a wonderful day. Again, if you liked what you hear, except for S rant, then go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification symbol. And y'all have a great day.
Stay
I just
safe.
gotta. Bye.
Settle down. Now you know why the settle down thing came and became a thing, right? Because I was always being told that